from Utah's #1 news channel, this is KUTV 2 News at noon. This is a developing story from 2 News.
Welcome back. We are learning more about a wind-whipped fire that burned more than a dozen homes in Tooele overnight.
We now know that someone started the fire on purpose, and we are meeting some of the devastated families today as well.
We have live team coverage this afternoon, starting with Jeremy Harris in Tooele with the latest on the fire. Jeremy?
And Ron and Mary, we are right now on Van Dyken Street, and as you can see behind me, the devastation here is difficult to take in. The fire officials describing it as catastrophic. You can see down the street they have brought in some backhoes to start the cleanup effort here on some of these homes that have just been completely leveled in the fire. We are told right now 10 homes have been destroyed completely, another 8 that have been significantly damaged. And as we kind of come down the street here, you can see just house by house how much damage there was. Now to my right, there is another home, and you can see it kind of up close what this fire did to these homes. There's some burnt out furniture, the burnt out framing of the home. Remember, somebody lived here last night, perhaps went to bed not thinking that anything like this would happen to their home, but that all changed in just a matter of seconds. This dramatic cell phone video caught the moments as firefighters raced to save homes near a raging field fire. High winds fanned the flames, pushing them north towards homes in a nearby neighborhood. One of those homes belonged to Javier Cortez.
When I ran out, I saw the flames were all around.
He and his wife grabbed their 4 children and ran out, barely escaping the fire that leveled the home they had lived in for just a few months.
We are distraught, but we have so much faith in the community. We are very united.
18 homes in total were burned, 10 a complete loss, and others with significant damage.
You could see the color and the smoke, and you could tell that it was really high.
Neighbors described the chaotic scene as they tried to warn others of the fire.
I ran up the street and just eating a hole through one of my neighbor's homes.
Hey, go, bro, go! Go, I'll grab the one in the backyard.
It's really hard to see how some of these people were affected. Our close neighbors, lost everything.
Nearly every structure on Van Dyke Way was leveled. Piles of rubble are all that remain as emergency crews and neighbors try and figure out what will come next for their devastated community.
We'll be okay, but these people won't be. They lost everything in a matter of moments.
Thank you, God, thank you guys.
And here live again, some homeowners taking a look at their damage. If you see this car right now, you can see just how hot this fire was burning and what it did to this car, pretty much beyond recognition, melting anything that was not metal. Now, as for how this fire started, that really is the key question now for investigators. Again, we know that they believe that this was arson, that this was all intentionally set, but what leads them to believe that, or if they have any suspects right now, investigators are being fairly tight-lipped, not wanting to perhaps tip their hand to a possible suspect. Right now we're told that police officials are meeting with fire officials, kind of coordinating their effort in terms of how the investigation will proceed from here. But obviously you can imagine that only adds to the difficulty here for these homeowners who are already dealing with a devastating loss to now know that it was perhaps intentionally set. It's important to note this is not in some remote part of the city. This is right in the middle of town. It just happened to be a field that was just next to this neighborhood, and it just went up just like that very quickly and leaving little time for these people to get out. But still, obviously, a lot to go from here. We will remain on the scene this afternoon and be providing updates, working with investigators to find out more about if they have any information on a possible suspect here. And we also have Brian Malahy, who perhaps has more about what people can do if they would like to help. But for now, Ron and Mary, we toss it back to you.
Okay, Jeremy, thanks. Yeah, amazing. Only a few minor injuries. Nobody was killed.